Gakuran is not just a normal high school Roblox game, but it has more than what you think, which makes this game really enjoyable in every aspect. So you should know these 5 pillars that I'm about to tell you later on this video. These 5 pillars are really important for you to maximize and dominate this game. So sit back and relax, let's get into it. This will be your first foundation on what kind of character you will build. Building your character is very important, especially for your Sento. But what is Sento, Chrisu? Sento means combat or war, because in this game, you need to survive, dominate, and conquer the people around you. So here's what you need to know first. Currently, there are 6 types of ethnicity in this game: Japanese, African, Middle Eastern, Latins, and Indian. But which among them is the best? I'm gonna be honest for you, it depends on your playstyle. So this game is like real life. The more height you have, the more health, damage, and hitbox you have. But the shorter you are, the faster your attack, cooldown, and tiny hitbox you have. So if you want to be tank and dangerous at the same time, then you should get European or African. But if you want pure mobility and challenge, then Indian is perfect for you. Most of you will get Japanese ethnic since it is the most common type. The rest are just 1%. So I recommend you considering these ethnics whenever you have money now. I will flash here on the screen on what kind of height you will get per ethnic. But if you would ask me which one I would pick, I would choose the mobility over the damage. Because your mobility depends on how good you are. Once you are done forging your own character, you are now ready for your first training. In this training, I'll be teaching you the basics of martial arts in this game. But don't worry, this will be not hard for you because I will make this simple for you. But first, let's make it even more simple by hitting that subscribe button. Whenever you are fighting, you have to enable it first by pressing T. This enables your fighting stance of your style. And once you have done it, you are now able to throw your punches and even kicks in it. But hold on, let's identify first on how does the fighting mechanics works. So here, we have 2 types of attack, normal and heavy. Normal attacks are done by doing M1s. You can do up to 4 combos with this, and after that, your last normal attack gives a twist with a kick. This kick can literally knock back your enemy, which gives you opportunity to have follow-up attacks. And now, let's talk about the heavy attacks. Heavy attacks are done through pressing R. These heavy attacks deals almost double damage than the normal attacks, which ragdolls your enemy and it cannot be blocked. But of course, the downside of this is really slow. So that means it is much more easier to parry it. Whenever they do that, you are likely cooked with this. So use this carefully whenever you are fighting. Now, let's talk about how you can defend yourself. Defending yourself is really crucial in your combat, and I really recommend you prioritizing this. So, there are 2 types of defending: blocking and evading. Blocking is done through pressing F and you can hold it whenever you want. However, it can drain your posture bar whenever you block. And this posture bar is determined how much your blocking could handle it. So if you just keep holding your block, then you will run out of posture bar. And if you run out of posture bar, you are so cooked because you will get guard break and it results to stun. And it lasts for 2 seconds, which is already a lot for you to get knocked out. But Chrisu, is there a way for me to not drain it whenever I'll block? The answer is yes. There is a thing called perfect blocking. Perfect blocking happens whenever you perfectly time the block of the attack, like within 0.2 seconds before it lands. So that means your timing and ping are crucial for you to win this fight. And not just that, whenever you perfect block, it will stun your enemy for a brief half seconds, which allows you to open up your new attacks or get a chance to scale away to your enemy. The reason for this is that perfect blocking doesn't have any block chip, meaning you can immediately do your next move whenever you perfectly block. In short, you should master perfect blocking as early as possible. And of course, there is still one thing that we are missing out in this combat mechanics, which is the evasive dodge. This thing is basically like a side dash from TSB, and it can use to dodge an attack, especially the heavy attacks. Just like the perfect parry, this evasive dodge can be done through pressing Q, and it can help you gain iframes. But what is that iframe, Chrisu? Iframe is basically makes you reposition yourself from heavy attacks, and it can be used as well to get to their blind spot, which we will talk about it later in late game. Now you know how to attack and defend yourself, there's actually one secret stats that you need to know, which this game never mentions about, and you could become crazy once you know this. You ready? Alright, so first, let's click that like and sub, and here we go. So there's these two hidden stats that you need to know, which are Guard Pierce and Resilience. Guard Pierce is actually a block chip damage, meaning you still deal damage even they are blocking. And another one is Resilience. Resilience is basically a chances for you to break out in the grapple fight. You see, there's a chance for you to counter this grapple. The grapple triggers whenever the two of you landed the M1 at the same time, which causes a grapple. So if you have those higher hidden stats, you have more chance in winning the grapple. And this two thing actually depends on what type of style you have. Later on in this video, I will reveal it to you. So now that we have learned the core mechanics of fighting, let's maximize your potential by learning what are the best styles in this game. Alright, let's talk about what are the best style you can get in Gakuran right now. There are 8 unique styles in the game right now. So for the short and mid type of player, these are the style you should get. And for the tall type player, but which style is the best for the short and mid type? The best style is boxing. Boxing is really goated type of style, and they are really hard to deal with because of their iframes. Basically, your heavy attacks are uncounterable and your enemy is forced to dodge it. And this thing allows you to become more aggressive in the fights and dominate it. Also, their perfect blocks rewards you to reduce your heavy attack cooldown to 1 second, which makes this crazier. But what about the tall players? Well, the best style is the wrestling. Your heavy attacks on this style basically grabs the players and slams to the ground, and it cannot be interrupted. Basically, whoever gets close to you can easily get punished with your heavy attack. Plus, you have the best resilience stats among all of the style, which makes you a pure dominator in the grapple. So now you have mastered your combat capability in this game. Let's talk about the other stuffs in this game. There are some areas in this game that can make you have more fun. One of these are the music room. You can play instrument here by solo or together with this, and if you're good at reading game, this thing is perfect for you. And you can also play basketball outside the school. And lastly, if you have low HP, you can go to clinics inside the school, which makes your healing times 3 faster, which is pretty useful whenever you win the fight. But of course, you cannot go there when you're combat tagged, so be careful. And you can play some mini games or take pictures and other phone stops by pressing the control button. And lastly, you can do a panic attack by doing spam M1s. And there you have it. If you want to learn more stops, feel free to check the video above me. And as always, a fellow samurai says, to God be the glory.